As expected earlier in the day, Oregon has officially named Mario Cristobal as its next head football coach. The announcement making the move official came Friday afternoon with a released statement. Mario's leadership skills, work ethic, and experience makes him a perfect fit to lead the Oregon football program, Oregon Director of Athletics Rob Mullins said in a released statement. He has a passion for Oregon and a vision for our future success, and has made a significant impact on our student athletes during his time here. We look forward to a great future on the horizon for Ducks under Mario's leadership. Cristobal joined the Oregon football program as an offensive assistant under Willie Taggart, who of course has returned to the state of Florida to coach Florida State. Oregon players had been dropping hints all week about their enthusiasm to be playing for Cristobal, and it is likely they are happy to have Cristobal staying around for the future. Cristobal, I know this, and I think everyone that knows me will also know this. Yeah, I'll receive every ounce of effort, sweat, whatever it takes to ensure our student athletes have the finest experience, from an academic standpoint, from a football standpoint. Go Ducks! Rob Mosley at Duck Football, December 9, 2017. Cristobal, we have an incredible amount of momentum. We want to make it stronger, we want to make it better, we want to build upon it. The foot is on the gas. Go Ducks! Rob Mosley at Duck Football, December 9, 2017. Cristobal, we're gonna set the identity. We're gonna solidify it in the bowl game of what is to come, by being relentless, by being physical, by being explosive. Go Ducks! Rob Mosley at Duck Football, December 9, 2017. Cristobal, we're working, and well work through the bowl game, to do everything possible to retain as many staff members as we can. Go Ducks! Rob Mosley at Duck Football, December 9, 2017. This will be Cristobal's first head coaching job since 2012, when he was fired by FIU, for some reason. We're still trying to figure that one out. But life goes on. Cristobal spent some time as an assistant at Alabama under Nick Saban and then 1 year at Oregon. Follow at Kevin Onk. FBA heralded recruit with a headline making past even before he got to Gainesville. James Robinson has seen his playing career at Florida come to an end before it ever really got started. In early September, doctors diagnosed the true freshman with a heart abnormality. Further genetic testing in mid-October, UF stated at the time. WASNT expected to yield any results for at least another month. Friday, those results were made public, first cryptically by the player on Twitter. Hurts knowing I can't play football again. Confounded face, pensive face, loudly crying. James Robinson IV4 combining on closing keycap at _Stana J December 8, 2017, and then specifically by the football program in a statement that confirmed the wide receiver has not been medically cleared to play football at the university. After a thorough evaluation by doctors from across the country and our medical staff, it has been determined that James Robinson will not be medically cleared to play football at the University of Florida. The University Athletic Association has offered their support to James and his family during this very difficult time. The combination of the health concern and off-field issues means that Robinson never suited up or took the field for the Gators. Because of an August citation for marijuana, Robinson was suspended for the season opener. The fact that Robinson even made it to the Gainesville campus to be suspended initially served as somewhat of a surprise. The four-star recruit was arrested for a pot possession offense during an official visit to Ohio State in late January of this year. As a result of his arrest, Florida reportedly was set to prevent the Gators from adding Robinson to their recruiting class. However, he did end up signing with the Gators this past February and was the team's second highest-rated recruit, behind only offensive lineman Darrell Slayton. While inadmissible in a court of law, this latest development is certain to have, if the attorney involved has anything to say about it, some kind of an effect on the court of public opinion. The attorney for Oklahoma running back Rodney Anderson confirmed to multiple media outlets Friday that his client passed a 3-hole lie detector test administered to him this past week by a retired FBI polygraph examiner. Bill Brown, the retired FBI investigator who has reportedly performed in excess of 3,500 such polygraph exams, was hired by Derek Chance, Anderson's attorney, to administer the test. Earlier this week, a woman filed for an emergency order of protection against Anderson. Additional details subsequently emerged, with the woman describing the player in a written statement to the court as the alleged rapist and herself as the victim of rape. The alleged assault occurred November 16, with the alleged victim claiming that she began recalling details of the alleged attack the weekend of December 2 as she was speaking to a friend. This week, we have worked to demonstrate Mr. Anderson's innocence, Anderson's attorney said in a statement. That work included a polygraph examination of Mr. Anderson. The examination was conducted Tuesday afternoon by retired FBI polygraph examiner Bill Brown. As expected, the results showed Mr. Anderson is honest and truthful in his denial of the allegations. As our work continues toward a final resolution, Mr. Anderson is incredibly thankful for the generous and overwhelming outpouring of support he has received from friends and family. In the statement presented to the court, the alleged victim claimed that she met Anderson at one bar on the night of November 16 and then went with him to a second bar. While she had intended to take an Uber ride home, the woman, she claimed, allowed Anderson to take her home at the insistence of his friends. Anderson knows where I live and I'm scared for my safety, the alleged victim claimed in the filing seeking the order of protection. Thus far, neither the university nor the football program have offered any type of public statement on the situation. Anderson currently leads the Sooners with 960 yards rushing and 11 touchdowns on the ground. He's also caught 16 passes for 283 yards and another 5 touchdowns coming out of the backfield. Number 2 Oklahoma is set to face number 3 Georgia in the Rose Bowl New Year's Day, with the winner facing the Clemson-Alabama winner for the right to play for the 2017 College Football Playoff Championship. A hearing on the protective order has been scheduled for December 18 at 11 a.m. ET. Mississippi State head coach Joe Moorhead is busy assembling his staff in Starkville this week. On top of adding a defensive coordinator with SEC coaching experience, Moorhead could also be adding an offensive line coach with ACC coaching experience. He will also reportedly offer a coaching job to former Louisiana Lafayette head coach Mark Hudspeth. According to a report from Football Scoop, Hudspeth will be joining the Mississippi State coaching staff as a tight ends coach. This will be a homecoming of sorts for Hudspeth. Hudspeth previously spent time on the Mississippi State coaching staff from 2009 through 2010 prior to becoming the head coach at Louisiana Lafayette. His addition to the staff should be a welcome one as Moorhead continues to add quality assistance to his growing football staff in Starkville. According to Bruce Feldman of Sports Illustrated, via Twitter, Duke offensive line coach Marcus Johnson could be the latest addition to the coaching staff at Mississippi State. Source: Miss State is hiring Marcus Johnson from Duke, a Mississippi native, as MSU's new O-line coach under Joe Moorhead. Bruce Feldman at Bruce Feldman FB December 8, 2017. This is a particularly interesting hire, because Johnson is an alum of Ole Miss class of 2004. The former NFL lineman joined the Duke coaching staff in 2011 and has held multiple positions on the football staff over the years under David Cutcliffe. Duke's offensive line play may not have ever been among the best in the ACC, but Johnson was on a staff that saw Duke play for an ACC championship, and the level of offensive linemen he may be able to work with at Mississippi State could potentially be improved over his units in Durham. It is also worth noting that Johnson played under former Ole Miss offensive line coach Matt Luke. Luke was given the time head coaching job at Ole Miss after his one-year interim job. Follow at Kevin Onk FB. Remember that time Tennessee tried to hire Ohio State defensive coordinator Greg Schiano to be the head coach after fans revolted against the pending coaching hire? Tennessee and Schiano walked away from each other, but there was the thought that Tennessee may still be on the hook for paying Schiano. That may no longer be an issue for the Vols, according to a report out of Knoxville. Jimmy Hyams of WNML reports the memorandum of understanding Tennessee and Schiano agreed to prior to officially signing a contract may be invalid due to a missing signature. The signature in question belongs to the university's chief financial officer or the university president. Without those signatures, the MO could be ruled invalid in any court case regarding the contractual obligations Tennessee has towards Schiano. As reported by Hyams, Chancellor Beverly Davenport, through spokesman Ryan Robinson, did not sign the MO. But whether she signed it or not is immaterial, according to UT's policy. The policy said the chancellor only has the authority to sign delegated contracts for $100,000 or less. Any contract over $100,000 is considered a non-delegated contract. To make a non-delegated contract official, it must be signed by UT's chief financial officer, who is David L. Miller. This would be good news for Tennessee. The MO laid out the terms of Schiano's contract, a 6-year deal valued at $4.5 million per year. How much of that contract Schiano would have been entitled to if the document was and properly signed without a formal contract being finalized afterward is best left to the legal experts who may be reading. But if this report is accurate, then it is pretty clear that Tennessee dodged another disaster at the hands of former athletics director John Currie. Tennessee fired Currie in the aftermath of a disaster of a coaching search and named former football coach Philip Fulmer the new AD. Since then, Tennessee has hired Alabama defensive coordinator Jeremy Pruitt to be the new head coach. Sciano remains Ohio State's defensive coordinator. Follow at Kevin Onk FB.